Since I posted my solo dungeon videos, I got a few comments asking why am I even doing this. Usually I just respond with, because I want to challenge myself. But then I was thinking, could this compete with the more standard way of playing the game? So during my preparation for Shadowfang Keep, I tried to answer the question, how much do you get out of soloing a dungeon? I will try to make this as objective as possible, by just running the dungeon and presenting the numbers. You can then just judge for yourself and answer the question of the title of this video, should you run solo dungeons? I split this into two components, first experience and second gold. Just a quick note for people who may have missed the changes for WoW Hardcore Classic. The way dungeon gives experience has been changed, so that most of the experience that a dungeon gives to the player is moved to the bosses. This was made to prevent groups from clearing the trash and never killing the boss, as Blizzard intended spamming dungeons should not be part of Hardcore Classic. Therefore I will stealth past all the trash and only kill bosses, making this run much more efficient for stealth classes. For experience, I chose to run the Death Mines and the Wailing Cavern. I started this run on purpose in the closest inn, to make it a little bit more realistic, including the run to the dungeon, and not just starting in front of the dungeon entry. Of course, if you want to optimize this, you can just log off in front of the dungeon, but keep in mind that you can only do every dungeon once per day. I started my Deathmines run with around 12% rested experience on my level 24 druid, which equals around 1900 extra experience points. I will subtract them from the total gained to simulate a run where you don't have any rested experience. I reached the dungeon in 2 minutes and 48 seconds without any extra movement speed, as I don't have any talent points in Pharaoh. The first boss I reached in 4 minutes and killed him at 7 minutes and 5 seconds, gaining 6461 experience, so in total I'm at 4561 experience, or also translate into a rate of 38,748 experience per hour. For the second boss I had to kill the entire room of trash, consisting out of 10 enemies, giving me a total of 1007 experience. I pulled the boss at 60 minutes and 12 seconds and killed him at 20 minutes and 31 seconds, gaining 262 from the Shredder, and 5,250 from the boss, increasing my total to 11,080 experience points, and decreasing my rate of experience per hour to 32,389 experience. Also for the next boss I had to clear a lot of trash, gaining in total 1,384 experience. Reaching the boss at 34 minutes and 20 seconds, I killed him at 37 minutes and 4 seconds, gaining 112 experience from the ad and 5,121 from the boss itself, increasing my total to 17,697 and decreasing my rate of experience per hour to 28,356 experience. On the way to the next boss I had to kill trash again, giving me a total of 1,595 and reaching the boss at 49 minutes and 10 seconds. I killed him at 54 minutes and 39 seconds, gaining 210 experience from the ads and 4,377 from the boss, increasing my total now to 23,879 and decreasing the rate of experience per hour to 26,183 experience. The next boss I could just reach pretty quickly, without trash, at 55 minutes and 54 seconds, and killing him at 57 minutes and 35 seconds, gaining another 5,250 experience, increasing my total to 29,129 and increasing my rate of experience per hour to 30,439 experience. For the next boss I had to again kill a lot of trash, gaining a total of 1,143 experience, pulling the boss at 1 hour 8 minutes and 11 seconds, and killing him at 1 hour 12 minutes and 21 seconds, gaining from his ads 187 experience and from the boss itself 4,636 experience, increasing my total to 35,095 experience and decreasing my rate of experience per hour to 29,083 experience points. The last boss I could pull right away at 1 hour 12 minutes and 41 seconds, killing him and his ads at 1 hour 90 minutes and 17 seconds, gaining 240 experience from the ads and 7,573 from the boss, increasing the total of this 1 hour 20 minute run to 42,908 experience and ending up with a final rate of experience per hour of 32,436 experience. And now quickly the Wailing Cavern run. I got around 21% rested experience. This is around 7,140 experience points on this level, which will of course double the experience, so we halve it and subtract this from the total, which is 3,570 experience. The run to the dungeon took me, without any extra movement speed, around 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I played it safe for the first boss and cleared 2 extra mobs of trash and started the boss at around 8 minutes. At 9 minutes and 8 seconds I got the first boss down, made 232 points from the trash and 7,807 points from the boss. This means we are currently at 4,469 experience gained in 9 minutes and 8 seconds. Also translated into 29,286 experience per hour. The next boss I reached in 9 minutes and 23 seconds. And killed him at 10 minutes and 35 seconds. I gained 3,709 experience from the boss, so I gained 8,178 experience in total so far, increasing my experience per hour to 46,145 points. The next boss I reached at 30 minutes and 40 seconds and killed him at 50 minutes and 5 seconds, gaining 4,636 experience, so in total I gained 12,840 experience, bringing my experience per hour to 72,648 points. If you wanted to optimize for experience per hour gained, you log off here and continue after the reset, repeating the same thing over and over again, as 72,000 experience per hour is the highest I could ever achieve. The next boss was further in the dungeon and reached him at 22 minutes and 5 seconds. He took pretty long to kill and died at 23 minutes and 43 seconds, giving me 5,409 experience, bringing my total up to 18,223 experience and my experience per hour to 46,155. The last boss I will pull in this run I reach at 26 minutes and 57 seconds and kill him at 28 minutes and 23 seconds, gaining 4,773 experience. This makes the total experience of this solo dungeon run 22,996 experience or 48,483 experience per hour. To give you a better way of judging how much this is, if you kill a normal enemy on this level, it gives you around 150 experience. You will have to kill 323 enemies an hour or 5.4 enemies a minute, so almost every 10 seconds one mob without ever taking a break. If we now take both runs together, we come to 1 hour 48 minutes for 65,904 experience. I will add another 12 minutes for travel time between the dungeons, so we can say 2 hours in total for the entire run, ending on 32,952 experience per hour. I leveled through these 2 dungeons from level 24 to level 26. Fun fact, the world record time from level 24 to 26 is 31,542 experience per hour, or 2 hours and 5 minutes. This is not a fair comparison, as I take here a snapshot from a very specific 1 per day activity, but still this gives you maybe a better perspective on these numbers. Coming now to the gold part. For this I decided to farm for 1 hour Shadowfang Keep, trash plus bosses. This is a run any class can do that can solo these mobs, as no stealth is required. I started with 2 golds, 95 silver and 81 copper, and around 16 silver of random to be sold items in my inventory. So a total of 3 gold and 12 silver at the starting point. There's actually nothing much to mention here in this run. I didn't find anything rare or special doing this run, besides some greens as you would expect. I opt to sell everything at the vendor afterwards for raw gold and not in the auction house, because this would make it very dependent on the server and time. To highlight here are 3 pulls. The first being the neutral horses in the courtyard. There can be a bit of a scary pull, so make sure to position yourself at these stairs to be able to jump down and heal up between kills. The next one is the first trash mob of the 3rd boss room. If you are unlucky, you can chain pull up to 3 adds here. So do the same thing, position yourself at the stairs to be able to kite them when you get low. And the last pull is the boss itself. He can also come up with 2 more adds if you are lucky, so position yourself at the same stairs again. The rest of the bosses and trash are super simple, not really worth talking about. Maybe one more thing to note here. I found actually an upgrade for my character from the 2nd boss, so I will not render this or my current ring. So that would add another 16 silver and 50 copper to the total end result. After 1 hour, my inventory was full and was time to render everything. I ended up with 6 gold, 6 silver and 24 copper. This results in a total of 3 gold per hour. So there you have it. These are all the numbers that come out from running solo dungeons at around level 20 to 30. I hope this gave you an honest and transparent view into some of the numbers behind running solo dungeons, and hopefully you can also now answer the question if you should do this. I actually do both. If you check out my last livestream, it's a perfect example how you can combine some traditional leveling like questing with a quick solo dungeon in a 3-hour playing session. Thank you very much for watching. And for those who are following my Shadowfang Keep run, I just finished getting all my gear on my druid, and I'm gonna attempt the solo run this weekend, so stay tuned.